Hello, welcome back. This is Tarot to a T. We're going to do a mid-month reading. I think for the sign of Aquarius. I'm feeling my Aquarius at the moment. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. If you are returning, nice to see you again. And I'd like to put out a little reminder, if you would like to know when my future videos come out, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It also shows me that you appreciate that I'm here and that you find some value, entertainment or otherwise, in what I'm doing. So let's get started, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you mid-month. May 2022. I'm going to deal some cards that kind of tells me about a situation you're dealing with or about to embark upon. And then we'll deal some cards that kind of tell me some problems you're having in that situation, complications, that sort of thing. And then we deal a few cards of advice. Because that's the icing on the cake, right? It's one thing to look at the situation, but if you don't have the advice, what is the point? Anyway, enough of that. Let's see what you're going through right now. Okay, you have some kind of disharmony in some kind of relationship, probably just with one other person at least. Oh, it could involve a younger energy with this Jack of Spades. And you have the King of Spades. You have a lot of spades out here. This is a little bit concerning for me, I will be honest with you. Like I talked about initially, you definitely have some division or disharmony going on with somebody that probably you felt close to in some sense. It could be a friend. It doesn't have to be romantic necessarily. But with this Jack of Spades energy, these Jacks are generally people who, quite honestly, can lack some maturity. Or they could just be a younger person who's less experienced, has a younger mindset, younger attitude, right? However, this person, these spades kind of have a darkness around them. It doesn't matter what suit or card you're looking at with spades, there's something amiss. And with this Jack, this person is very, very charming, and they talk a good talk, and they run a good game, but they're kind of on the sly. They could even have what you would say kind of a dark side, a mischievous, maybe even malevolent? What is that word? I was saying Maleficent, but that's like a movie. But, yeah, this is somebody that, frankly, that you probably thought you could trust and you can't. Also, with the King of Spades, again, we're looking at somebody who causes problems in relationships. This could be another person involved. This could actually be you. Or you could be the younger energy. Take it how it fits, because this is an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The thing about the King of Spades, I just want to point out, is they have very good business sense, and they're very smart. You know, just in general. But, like I said, they are causing some kind of problem in some sort of dealing or relationship, and we're going to pull out some more cards to see if that's you. If you're sitting out here, I have a feeling one of them is you. And what's going on here? Okay, it might have involved some finances. Some changes came about as the result of some other things that transpired. This is definitely, it's kind of like a transaction, okay? So like this changed, therefore that changed. Does that make sense? It could also actually be some kind of settlement. So this is not necessarily money that fell into your lap under the most ideal circumstances. but you are having some kind of changes in finances, as indicated by this Five of Diamonds. And because the King is involved with business, this could involve your job. Seven of Hearts. Okay. This could mean a couple of things. First of all, there's doubt and disappointment around the Seven of Hearts. I like to see it as the Seven is kind of our card of experience, like what we're going through. The Heart, in this sense, is kind of like your heart being broken in some sense, or some kind of betrayal. So look at it that way, okay? Somebody could have become flaky on you, honestly. It could be one of these people. Yeah, I'm picking up some kind of disillusionment was going on. Like you thought somebody was a particular way, and then you saw another side of them. So it's like, whatever you thought of them, that's completely been shattered. Something very unfortunate changed in this dynamic. Eight of Clubs. Okay. So, it's very possible that either you have a rigid perspective on this or they do. I'm sensing probably you. It's, again, I'm kind of getting pulled back to this betrayal or like change of heart kind of scenario, right? And as a result, I think you have your mindset possibly that you can't trust this person, and there's no way you can make amends. It can't be fixed. It can't be rectified because you're stuck on this. You're stuck on this idea. I'm not saying that it's not justified, but if you get stuck on an idea like that, you're kind of setting yourself up for how it's going to play out. This is going to be your karma. It can't be any other way. If you are set, you're basically making the decision. You're calling it out there and saying this is the way it's going to be. The Eight is also the card of kind of moving ahead. So maybe you're moving into this mind space right now, after this unsettling thing happened that caused this disharmony, the broken heart, and these changes have happened. You're kind of going ahead, dragging maybe some of this bad juju along with you. So be aware of that. Oh, we have the Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts is interesting to show up here. This is a female energies, usually who is some kind of master, or they possess a lot of wisdom in some area. Honestly, they can be like a teacher. They can be a mother figure. This is also a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. It's possible that this is another person is involved in this situation who's giving you advice. You're kind of looking to them as, you're turning to them and saying, what do I do? I think you are one of these characters down here, Aquarius. I think you're this. I'm leaning towards the King of Spades just because I think something upset you, and this is what's causing the problem in the relationship. So yeah, you are causing the problem, but it's not like you're causing it for just to be causing problems, right? It kind of sets you off. Huh. On the other hand, if you are the young Jack here, I'm just kind of feeling this out for a second, so bear with me. If you're this young Jack, you got some older person who, because of the age difference perhaps, they're looking at you saying, son, you're causing problems and I don't like it, and as a result they're causing problems with you back. You know what I mean? So they're not letting this go. Huh. I tend to think you're the king, though, just because of this card of disappointment, the Seven of Hearts. Somebody broke your heart in some sense. Not romantically, but like they betrayed you. They betrayed a trust of some sort. Let's look at your complicating factors. Not that we don't have any here, because we certainly do. Ace of Diamonds. Okay, some kind of new beginning in finances. Another ace. Holy crap. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I might have to think about this for a second to see how this applies. And we have another card of change. This one right here is about separation. This Five of Hearts. We already talked about you having your heart broken, being let down by somebody. Something has definitely changed in a relationship, possibly a home situation. I wasn't picking up marital partnerships, so I'm tending to believe this is talking more about a relationship. Yeah. Interestingly, though, you have two aces, so let's talk about them. Aces generally are your new start kind of energy. They do denote that something ended, right? Because you can't like start over if something is not done. It could be that you had to move out of a situation. Maybe this was a roommate. This Jack of Spades here, maybe this is a roommate situation. If you're like the older person, maybe you're like the parent of this person or an older sibling. So it could be like a home situation, because this Five of Hearts definitely talks about like home. Honestly, it could be anything under the sun, but it's more general than like a marriage. It's not necessarily that in that realm. Okay. This is about needing to learn something in order to have this new start. Like learning a new skill, just gaining some knowledge, possibly going off to college, because this Five of Hearts could also mean that somebody went off to college. In complications, though, I mean, it's possible we have a couple storylines going on here where you had this like betrayal and this disharmony, and then this person ended up like leaving because they were leaving for college, literally, because this is the card of learning. That's a very interesting twist, and this would be something like overshadowing just what's going on, and perhaps that's why you can't mend things with them, because they are gone. Ace of Diamonds. Again, it's a new start, but this talks about finances. It's possible this rift over here had to do with some kind of financial. It could be property. It could be really anything, not just like dollar bills we're talking about, but yeah, it affected your finances or your abundance in some way. Interesting. Definitely gonna pull a couple more cards on that. Eight of Hearts. Again, you're kind of moving away, or moving on, I should say, not moving away. Well, somebody's moving away, right? We kind of saw that. You're moving on, but this is quite a different energy than all this. This is about like going to parties, hanging out with friends, hanging out with family, possibly even meeting a new person, that you could have romantic feelings for. It's also could be a positive change in your work life. It's possible this person has moved out and is gone, and that is what they're focusing on. And you just kind of have this, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting a sense that you have this disagreement like hanging over you with somebody. It's like unfinished business. That's what I'm hearing, unfinished business. They're going out and having fun and just like, woohoo. you know, fuck it kind of attitude. I'm gonna go out and do all this, and I guess they could be restarting their life, like if you guys live together, like a roommate, you know, that kind of thing. And it's maybe not sitting well with you that they're just going off enjoying the world while you're still clearly upset by this. Two of Hearts. Again, the card of balance and harmony, but this is quite different than our Two of Spades, right? Because this is actually talking about wanting to be close to somebody again, if there was some kind of riff. Or just closeness in general, intimacy on some level, not necessarily sexual intimacy, okay? Just having that connection that you had with them, possibly restored. This is very complex. There's a lot of things going on here. I think you're having a busy month, Aquarius. Let's look at your cards of advice. You have the Jack of Diamonds, Two of Clubs. We got another two out here. And we have the Six of Spades. This is the card of destiny and fate. I think immediately offhand in your cards of advice, it's kind of saying that it was destined to happen this way. Perhaps there was some kind of history, unbeknownst to me, but you would know this, okay? So take it how it resonates, as they say. Where this was fated. This is destined. It could imply that there's some kind of karmic lesson that was learned out of this. Totally. You could totally look at it in that sense, and that's actually a good line of advice, because it's asking you to reflect on it and gain the lesson. The Two of Spades here. This is about the need for communication. I think this is the thing that would draw all this back together. Now, if somebody's left and gone, you can still communicate with them. In this day and age, man, if they don't have like a cell phone and you can't text them, or because they blocked you, you can always call them, right? I mean, on a traditional phone. Obviously, if they blocked you on their phone, it's not as easy. There's always email. As far as I know, there's no way to block someone on email. I mean, I guess they could send emails to spam folder. But this is the card of restoring balance and harmony in the realm of communication. So there's some kind of communication that needs to happen. The Jack of Diamonds. Again, this is this young energy. Now, if we're looking at you being represented by this Jack of Spades here, the person who had less experience, the person who maybe was less mature in this situation, this is still kind of the same energy, right? The less experienced energy, but this is kind of, this Jack is definitely trying to do the right thing is what I'm trying to say, but they might be a little bit confused about how to do that. You know, it's almost like you need to approach this person and bring to the table. That's what I'm getting with this communication. You need to bring to the table that you want to restore this balance. And you probably are a little confused about how to do that. So let's draw another card here before we wrap it up. Six of Hearts. Very nice. This is the card of opportunities and open roads and doors opening up. But it's the hearts, right? So it's not this Destiny Fate card, which is a little bit, it just has a little bit darker energy around it. The Six of Hearts is about negotiation, restoring the harmony, restoring the peace, reaching some kind of compromise. I would say this is very, very clear. Very, very clear that you need to open up. Even though you may not know how to approach this person or these, if there's other people involved, because I did see a couple other energies pop out here, you need to open up the lines of communication, Aquarius. This is saying it's clear to go ahead and open up the path. What am I going to try to say? Because it's hard. It talks about relationships. The way is clear to establish this relationship over again or rebuild it. Finally got that out. But you know what I mean? Like, you can rebuild this relationship. This is saying that this is very possible. That's a very positive message. You just need to put aside this confusion and maybe a little bit of doubt that you're able to do this or how to do it, and go ahead and communicate. Yeah, this is going to affect your destiny and your fate in a very positive manner. I am very, very sure that's why this card popped out in your line of advice. I mean, if you look, you have bookends as 2 6s here. And those are the cards of new opportunities. I like to look at patterns like that because I think there's a message in that itself. Encapsulating what's in between here. The communication, restoring the balance and harmony. And you just feeling like you don't know exactly how to do it. I'm kind of repeating myself, but I think you get the point I'm trying to make. Okay, well, thank you for joining me. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope this helped. Like I said, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would really make my day. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like, that little thumbs up at the bottom there. That would be fabulous. And I will see you again soon. Take care.